What up, what up, what up? We back. Oh, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Thursday. Well, hey, I mean, it's the week has flown by, chat, in the midst of crazy volatility in regards to chop and random 75-point candles. Let's have a moment of silence for what we've experienced this week, chat. I mean, you gotta embrace and enjoy every moment of it, right? Let's have a quick moment of silence. All right, that's enough. Good morning, we back. We are back. We are live. Oh man, from the BDH. Shout out to Optimize Your Odyssey. One of the first comments on the stream. You gotta love it. Oh man, Midwest Trader, let's go. Where are we going? I'm ready. Where are we going? Where are we headed? That's all I need to know. I need to know the destination. But where are we going? You gotta love it. We are back, chat. Gonna see if we can make a little monies. My accounts have flown by this week. Moment of silence for my bank account. Yeah. Hey, it hasn't been an easy week, chat. That's for sure. I made 20K last night. Nice. So what's the next trade? Wait, trade. Yeah, that sounds about right, chat. That definitely sounds about right. We know that that's how it goes. Cray with Lil Ray. Shout out to James with the continuous tips. He's getting the party started, chat. Good morning, BDH. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Oh, man. James, are you thirsty? The question is, are you thirsty? And hopefully, if you are, sir, it's for a female, not DMONEY. So good morning either way, but we're here. We're gonna get the party started. Don't you worry, chat. Eat it. How long have you been trading? Over 10 years. Where's Patrick? Yeah, I've been gone for a while. Where's Patrick? Yeah, PW is actually in Costa Rica, chat. He'll be back on Monday. So he's out in Costa Rica this week. Did some fishing. Looks like they placed 7th based off of his posts. You gotta love it. So that's Cray with Lil Ray. Took the bazooka candle at 8:45. Oh man. Yeah, I see that. Quite a bazooka candle. I think that qualifies for bazooka candle here, chat. 85 points down, and then you better believe there's a retracement happening right now, right? Well, the funny part is, off of that wick, right off the bottom wick, you're up already 70 points. So the entire move has almost been retraced. You gotta love it. That bazooka blew a lot of people. Oh yeah, without a doubt, chat. We're gonna get the party started. So we're gonna map out my daily levels here. Make no mistake about it, guys. I hate to say it, but we are currently hanging out inside of yesterday's daily candles range again. Man, yesterday's daily high 27,136. So that's your high for yesterday, guys. So you got the daily candle low of yesterday, 26,727.75. All right, so that's your daily candle high and low mapped out for yesterday, chat. Clearly, we're in a bullish market overall, right? On a higher time frame, you can see the bullish momentum. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So we've only had basically one bearish candle that printed on the daily chart since April 7th, guys. So clearly, we're in an uptrend. The frustration is, you know, sometimes when you're sitting at all-time highs. Yesterday we put in a new all-time high, right? We kind of talked about that on stream. So above 27,000, we're able to get above it. So the reality is now, what happens, chat, right? That's the question of the day. What happens? So we're kind of hanging out inside of yesterday's daily candle range. Make no mistake about it. So the question now is, do we have enough energy? Do the bulls have enough energy to keep the party going? Right, so we know that we've had a pattern kind of going here. You've had like inside candles, right? You look back to the 17th, you had pretty decent momentum, bullish candle. You had an inside day, beating at the high and low of that day's candle was inside of the previous daily candle's range. This candle barely broke outside of it, right? You just had some consolidation basically back and forth. So now the only encouraging thing I would say right now for the bulls, you do have a nice bottom wick kind of forming off of that 850 area, right? We see that, guys, on the daily chart. So is that encouraging? Is that enough to get us going for a continuation to the upside? That's going to be the question. Either way, we're going to find out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're going to find out, chat. We're going to drop a poll in the chat. We're going to get the party started with the poll to see how you guys are feeling, what your thought process is going into market open. Morning, big dog. Shima, hey, good morning. How are you? Got the poll circulating in the chat. We will see how this plays out. Very interested to see your thought process, chat, today. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, we are having a bullish reaction at the moment right off the 14 EMA. So I do see that, right? We're having some kind of bullish reaction, kind of like a high put in up here, 27,136, got a retracement back to the 14 EMA, and then now you're getting some kind of reaction back. The question is going to be, do we have enough strength to get back above 136, right? That's the question, guys. So I would say, based off the higher time frame, that because we've had kind of like, you know, some nice trendy action, highs put in, pretty strong retracement last night, guys. That 8 o'clock candle, right? 8 o'clock 1 hour candle, cray with Lil Ray Ray. You had a flush McGush of 256 points, make no mistake about it, and then you had a retracement right back up on that same 1 hour candle, so of 200 points, guys. So it's been we could be in for more volatility today, chat. So just be mindful of that. The market has been very choppy. You've had I would say some sporadic moves this week, right? With some of these random candles, 50 to 75 points, and then you get a reaction right back the opposite direction. So just be mindful of that, chat. Got to be smart. Let this thing kind of open up. We'll see where the momentum is. I would say that obviously I just mentioned it, that the higher time frame is still bullish. So, you know, keep that in mind, right? So thought process right now, initially, we still got time left. We'll see what happens as we get closer to 9:30. But you would probably ideally want to see us hold these EMAs 15-minute chart, right? So you don't want to see us back below like 988 level, more than likely, if we're going to push higher. Maybe get a swipe of 27,039 and then expand higher to the upside. Right, kind of break these previous highs and then head up towards 130. So that's the thought process right now. We'll see how it looks as we get closer to market open. So as far as the chat right now and the poll, well, 55% feels like we are gonna go up at market open. You got 26% feel like we're gonna drop, chat, and then 19% feel like we're gonna have some choppy chop action. So a bit of a mixed bag, but clearly there's quite a few bulls in the chat in regards to who has voted so far. So get your votes in. We're sitting at 538 votes, guys. We're gonna give it some time here. I dropped it a little early to make sure that we got a good sample size of the chat going into market open. You gotta love it. I need a Red Bull. Yeah, well, hey, you got a few minutes to go get one. If you you got a few minutes. Flavor of the moment, guys, is the Juneberry. You gotta love it. Little Juneberry action there. Now 45 news. Yeah, so we do have I was gonna cover that as well, right? So that's the normal routine. You're ahead. You're on the ball. You're on the ball. So yeah, I mean, if you kind of look today, guys, 23rd, so you're looking at let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, you got some news here. It's not red folder, chat, so but you do have some news on the horizon, make no mistake about it. So you got flash manufacturing PMI now 45. So whether that's going to impact the market or not, we're going to find out. And you also have flash services PMI at 945, chat. 10:30 looks like on the horizon today we have natural gas storage, so that's coming out as well. We had that that news came out as well last week, and a lot of times you'll get I mean, I guess some kind of choppy chop action kind of going into that. So we'll kind of see how that plays out, chat. But yeah, so you got some news on the horizon. No red folder, looks like, unless Trump decides to come out and do some chatting, guys, or etc. Right? Because we've seen that multiple times over the last week or so. So you gotta love it. So there you have it. We're getting ready. We got less than 15 minutes, chat. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Looks like we're ramping up here, getting ready for market open. If you haven't heard the news, chat, Apex is back 90% off, up to 90% off. So use the code PW. If I'm not mistaken, the 50K intraday trailing drawdown account, guys, you got an lifetime activation fee of $67. Sorry, $69. $69 for the 50K intraday trailing drawdown accounts, guys. Right, so you gotta love it. Use the code PW. Last 2 days, market came down at open. Yeah, but we'll see what happens today. When the bazooka can't. When's the bazooka candle? Yeah, we don't we don't know, but we had a few already. Clearly you had some bazookas overnight, right? Look at the 5 minute. This is the 15-minute chart, guys. This is what I was talking about, right? You can see on the lower time frame. I showed you on the 1 hour chart, but this is that bazooka to the downside, right? 161 points down. Let's see on the 5 minute chart, because that was right at 8 o'clock. So here's your $8.10 5 minute candle, 114 points. And then you got the next candle open up. Total range is about 200 points. And then you got the retracement back up off the bottom, right? So somebody that maybe tried to join the party down here, chat, I talked about that yesterday, how I used to try to basically, oh, it's gonna keep going, right? So you try to hop in down here at 847, and guess what? That account's done, right? Or stopped out, because there's the 200 point almost retracement right back up. So 185 point retracement. You gotta love it. So that's what's been happening in the market, guys, right? So it's like, now if you join the momentum, you know, you're feeling great because you caught the downside momentum, but it's smart to take it off the table, because the problem is right now, somebody brought that up yesterday. They're like, oh, like, are you gonna hold some of these setups? Well, in this kind of market where you're getting these flushes and then you're getting a retracement right back, and sometimes it's on the same candle, right? Same thing today on this candle, guys, right? The 845 5 minute candle, you had a nice flush. Somebody said they took that short. They caught that bazooka candle. About 83 points total candle range. But if you held it and you didn't take profit, right, then you gave back a lot of that, right? Because you had a 40 point wick that stepped in, and then the next candle actually went up to a 64 point retracement, right? So so just be careful. We're gonna find out what they want to do with the market today, guys. Our job as a trader is to try to join the momentum wherever it is. Doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish, chat, to be honest. I really don't care. So I just want to join the party. We got over 3,000 people tuned into the show, guys. We're going to ramp up here in the next 10-15 minutes. Make no mistake about it. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Looks like we're hanging out at 550 likes. I got to keep the streak alive of 1,000 plus likes, guys, before 9:30. Can we do it? Universal 9645. He said he has fear. Well, have no fear. The BDH is here. Doesn't mean that we're gonna win every trade, guys. Right? You got to be realistic. You guys saw that. I got chopped on a few trades yesterday. Got chopped multiple times this week. But it's not how you start; it's how you finish. And we've had some pretty strong finishes. So sometimes, you know, the market doesn't give you the follow through on some of these setups. That's just how it is, chat. So we will see what happens today. Did you see the sell-off last night, D-Money? It was crazy fast, and I caught the bottom and was up 1K in 1 minute. Crazy. Yeah, that's what I was just Jesse, right? So I think I said Jessica. Sorry about that. Jesse Clark. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Congrats to you for catching that. I didn't. I'll be honest, chat. I didn't have my daughter last night. I actually had a nice dinner last night, hit the shower, and I was knocked out cold, guys, by I think like 8 o'clock. So I'm not even gonna lie to you. Last night, slept all night. I had a nice slept all night last night, right? Went to bed at like 8 o'clock. I know that sounds like, you know, boring, but I'm well rested here. You gotta love it. PW's in the chat. What up? What up? What up? What up, gangsta? Oh man, PW said D-Money go to sleep at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I was in bed at 8 o'clock, Chad. Not gonna lie. PW's in the house. What up, what up, what up? I was telling the chat that you guys finished in 7th place in the fishing tournament, so you gotta love it. Yeah, I was knocked out cold, man. It's like weird, chat. I'll go days sometimes, don't get enough sleep, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're able to sleep all night. So I took advantage. I was in bed by 8 o'clock. Oh man. Look at Denny. He's not young anymore. Denny, sir. Ever since Denny, chat, started this little dieting phase that he's on, he's eating chicken, rice, and broccoli, chat. So all of a sudden, Denny's throwing shots at D-Money, but oh man. hey, PW wants to know why I look so good on his trading setup, chat. Hey, I mean, what? Hey, sometimes it just kind of works out, guys, you know? Sometimes it just kind of works out. I'm getting acclimated here. He said I'm glowing. Oh, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. GS Trading said it's the hairline. It might be. It might be, chat. It might be the hairline. You never know. Oh, man. We're here, guys. We're doing it live at the BDH. We're getting ready for the market to open up here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're going to get it popping. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you're not subscribed, hey, I don't know what else to tell you. We'll let the chat tell you, because I don't know what else to tell you. Hit the subscribe button. You get a notification when we're live. We rock out no later than 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, trying to make a little money. Nothing wrong with your hairline, D. Oh man. All right, guys. So where are we at with the poll here? Oh man, we got 1,400 likes. You got a minute or so to get your votes in, chat. We're hanging out 1,427 votes. It looks like at the moment 54% of the chat feel like we're going up at market open. 29% feel like we're going down, and then you got 17% feeling like we're gonna get some chop. So let's see how this plays out. I like to get it around 1,700, 1,800 votes, and then we'll finalize this poll. So you got about a minute or so to get your votes in. Looks like we are ramping up here pretty rapidly, chat. So we're getting close to 4,000 people tuned into the show. We're getting the party started. Don't you worry. 985 votes. Or sorry, 985 likes. Get your likes in, guys. Can we keep the streak alive? We got PW in the chat rocking out. We're going to try to make some money here. Don't you worry. We'll see what the market gives us. Right now, we're kind of hanging out right at 27,000, right above 27,000, chat. So we know that high is kind of sitting up here, 27,136. So that is an area of interest for me, because obviously for us to head higher, we need expansion, right? We need continuation. So you gotta, it's very interesting that we got that bottom wick, right? That's already kind of forming on the daily chart. I love that formation, not gonna lie. Right, price opens up, pushes down, forms some kind of nice bottom wick, and then we get the expansion to new highs. Is that a possibility? We're gonna find out. Don't you worry. Oh man. Oh man. No, guys. That's sometimes you got to be in touch with nature, right? So you got to be in touch with wildlife and etc., guys. So since I'm not outside, we got the wildlife kind of going on behind me here. Don't hate on it until you try it, chat. Come on, man. You guys are gonna hate on me like that? You gotta love it. We're getting ready here, guys, for market open. We're getting ready for market open, guys. We got a minute, 30 seconds left. Don't you worry. Got Animal Planet in the back. Hey, chat. Steve Irvin back there. Oh, man. Oh. All right, guys. So we're wrapping up here. I gotta get focused. We got less than a minute, chat. We're gonna finalize the poll because we're getting close here, and we're at 745, 1745, guys. So looks like there's your poll there. You got 54% feeling like we're gonna go up, 29% feel like we're gonna go down, and then you got 17% feeling like it's gonna be chop chat. So do with that what you will. We're getting ready. We got less than 30 seconds for the market to open up. Don't you worry. And we've already hit the goal, guys. 1,100 likes. I appreciate the support, guys. I don't take that for granted. We're gonna keep the party going. So about 10 seconds left here. Thought process, like I said, guys, if we're able to get back above these highs, right, 27,030, you're could be looking for more continuation up. There it is. Market's open. Got some sell-off here. Be patient. Let this kind of set up a little bit. Let's see. 26,980 area. All right, pretty decent. Starting to form some kind of bottom wick here. 26,964 was the low. So can we pop these highs? That's the question. Looking a little bullish here, guys. Right, because you got that nice bottom wick. Let's see how this plays out. Gonna be patient. We know we've had a lot of chop over the last few days. $965 so far is the low. Oh, the ORB. Kind of back and forth action. We saw this yesterday as well. Looks very similar, to be honest, to yesterday. Somebody said they want to see 26,806 today. Yeah, we're going to find out if we're going to get it or not. Opening range so far about 50 points. Can they pop 27,022? That's the question, guys. So bullish reaction off the lows. You just want it to kind of pop these highs. You got a minute 20 seconds left, current 5-minute chart. Don't want to get yoked here. High so far 27,017.25. We're not behind on anything. You need to refresh your screen, so you probably need to hit refresh. ORB is going to be set in about 30 seconds. We got news. Yeah, we got news at 9:45. It's not red folder though, but we do have news. You are correct at 9:45. All right, ORB is going to be set here, chat. So you got the high 17.25, the low 26,965. So 5-minute ORB set. If we break above our ORB, obviously to me that's bullish, guys. Right? Can we get back above like this 2023 area for more upside? If we're able to, you're targeting these highs up here towards 27,080. Right? You need some solid momentum though here to kind of pick up in the market to take us there. All right. Trying it here, guys. Trying to long here on the breakout, right? So obviously put me into the trade. Let's see if we can get up to this 80 area or 77. All right, so that's all right. There's 10 points. See if we can get more here. Kind of get some volatility. Crazy volatility, to be honest, chat. Was up over 10 points, and then you had a pretty steep pullback. So let's see if this thing can get going. Or if they're going to retrace it back down, right? So you got to love that. If the momentum picks up, we're headed towards 27,080. But I needed to pick up momentum here. Not liking the pullback. And I do see the 1 hour chart, guys. It has a nice bottom wick already, so I will want this to take off to the upside, right? We'll adjust that afterwards, guys. I'll adjust it so you can see the price after this trade. So that's the initial kind of like target area you want. I want to appear towards. All right, here's over 10 points again. Let's go to the moon, guys. 15 points. Can we get more here? All right, there's 15. There's 20 points, guys. Take profit when you want. Don't be shy here. TP, I'm sitting at 47, but don't feel shy to take profit here, guys. $15-minute candles pushing. There's over 20 points, chat. There it is. 25 points. Drop a W in the chat, guys, if you're taking it here. This thing is rolling. We'll go ahead and take that off. We'll take the W, guys. Over 25 points. Drop a W in the chat if you took the long there for the W, guys. Drop a W in the chat there. Nice bullish reaction. Had to take profit a little bit higher, but we will take it for the first trade of the day. Hold on one second here, guys. Yeah, I gotta zoom in on it. Yeah, I'll do it now. All right, see you. Bye. All right, so we are rolling here, guys. So basically you have there's that 59 level. This thing is going to the moon. You gotta love it. She gone. She gone. Keep in mind that the level up here, 27,070 area, definitely is a point of interest. You had the momentum kind of rolling to the upside, so. Somebody said, thank you, Black Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely not Jesus, but I appreciate the kind words. First trade in the books, guys. We will we'll see what else we can get here. We're getting the party started. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. So now you're kind of waiting to be patient, because the reality is if you caught the pop, you can be content now, kind of waiting for this to kind of set up, because we got red folder news, or yellow folder news, sorry guys, coming up. Look at the 15-minute candle. You got the ORB that's going to be set in about 2 minutes 15 seconds. pretty strong bullish reaction. Let me see, 63.75 so far. 15-minute ORB. I'm trying to hit. It's trying to hit yesterday's high. Yeah, it could. 27,137. That's the area where you got to be cautious, right? Could get up there, guys. I think it's smart. Let this news come out. You got a minute, 15 seconds left, and then we'll see. We can frame the next setup here. Obviously, a lot of bullish momentum in the market. 1 hour candle looks extremely bullish. I kind of talk pre-market about pre-market open as far as liking the bottom wick. Even on the daily candle, guys, right? We had a nice bottom wick being put in already, and then we got the expansion to the upside. So that's something that's promising, right? That we could have the potential to get up there. We're gonna find out. We're a broker. Yeah, so we're leveraging prop firms. Took that trade in my Lucid account, Lucid Flex account. Right now, Lucid is up to 40% off using the code PW. So we work with the top prop firms in the space, trading futures, Lucid, Apex, Tradeify, Funded Next, etc. Right? So only propfirms.com. You will be able to compare prop firms and make an informed decision on who you want to roll with. But that's my recommendation. All right, here's the news candle, guys. 9:45 news candle, right? So this is the news that's out here for flash manufacturing PMI and your flash services PMI, right? So this is, once again, chat, this is not red folder, but it's still news that's on the calendar, right? So, and then it looks like we do have at 10:30 natural gas storage. So challenging now, 15-minute ORB. We need to map this out here. So we got it. Let me take this off. We don't need this anymore. So 15-minute ORB, chat. The high was put in up here at 27,068 even. So that's your ORB that we're currently hanging out at, trying to break above it. Current 5-minute candle. Nice bottom wick. Five-minute candle as well, right? Nice bottom wick put in. Time to be careful though, and let the party kind of settle, let the candle settle down, guys. News candle, and then we'll see where the momentum is, right? More than likely, right? So I'll wait for this candle to close out. I have no rush. There's no reason to rush, chat. and they are a push magush here. Here's your volatility. I mean, straight up to the upside. $27,136. That's daily candle high from yesterday. We know that that's a level of interest, and it looks like they want it. They want it, guys. Longs are looking promising here on this news candle. Pretty decent push. About a 33-point push off the daily range high. ORB high, sorry. Got about a minute and 10 seconds left on the current candle. My runner is running. Nice. So you held it straight through. Brave man. I thought it was a flush bagush. No. At the moment, the 1 hour chart super bullish, guys. It's looking like a bullish almost like a bullish engulfing candle, right? I mean, a lot of bullish momentum in the market right now to the upside. So I wouldn't be looking necessarily for shorts right now. This is looking like a pretty basic push to the high 136, retracement to the 14, and then expansion right back up. That's what it's looking like at the moment, chat. So, all right, you got about 20 seconds left. Current 5-minute candle. Levy, D-Money, every morning I wake up and pop some Zens and instantly feel like throwing up and pooping myself, and I miss trades. Thoughts? Oh man, that's are you being serious right now? That's a little heavy for 9:50 in the morning, Levy. So I would say yeah, you probably want to stop doing that, sir. Hopefully you're joking on that, but because that could be very serious, man. So I would say D-Money doesn't recommend that. All right. Right back inside of the ORB chat. Got to be patient here. Give him a timeout. Yeah, I wanted to give him a timeout when I saw the poop comment, but I don't know if he's serious or not, right? And that could be a serious thing. So I kind of feel insensitive by giving him an instant timeout, chat. I'm just saying. That's a timeout. Too early for all that short for all that expedite. Yeah, I know. So time to be patient, chat. Let this kind of play out. We're right back inside of the ORB. The low was high was 27,068. The low of this candle, it's a higher low. You do like that if you're a bull, guys. Right? But you need the momentum to kind of step in. You need to see it start kind of breaking back to the upside with momentum. You like the bottom wick so far, but this could be a trap as well. It could be a little trappy. So 15-minute candle, looks like some rejection here. Having a hard time at the moment, but you have a bottom wick, so let's see how this plays. Meaning that we've already had a retracement down to 27,039.75. So is that enough to get the juices flowing back to the upside? If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We're just waiting for this to kind of set up here, chat. Andre 3000. Andre 3000, you know what to do? Oh, man. Try to get along at 27,033.9 if my orders filled and then my TP got hit. How nice. Yeah. Pullback isn't over yet. We're going to find out. Getting ready for the 1 hour candle to be, it's in that time, right? The last 10 minutes of the 1 hour candle closing out, chat. So this is that time where sometimes you do get a pullback. You get basically a pullback the opposite direction of how the candle's forming. Hanging out right now at 27,064. Tyrone, good morning. DMONEY from Los Angeles. Hey, good morning. How are you? We're here. All right, back inside the ORB chat. This 15-minute candles, it doesn't look too hot now, right at the moment. You got less than 5 minutes left, but that's not a bullish. You don't like to see this if you're a bull guy, so I think it's smart to be patient here. You're getting, it looks like some kind of rejection on the 15-minute chart. So just be mindful of that. This is not bullish structure, kind of like price action, right, that you like to see. You got a long top wick. You're able to put in a high. But we are having a hard time at the moment, so to expand higher. You got a higher low, lower high on the 5-minute chart. So the bulls need to be aggressive here and kind of pop us above these previous highs, in my opinion, for that party to keep going to the upside. So you would be looking for back above 27,083 for a more convincing opportunity for a long, in my opinion, at the moment, chat. So nothing to do for me right now except for be patient. I gotta adjust my screen here, guys, so while we wait, I don't see a trade set up here. I'm gonna adjust my trade screen so you guys can see the price here. While we wait, because I honestly don't see I don't see a setup at the moment, chat. Just being honest. You're getting, by the way, you're getting more downside. So just be cautious here, chat. Maybe we need some kind of higher low to kind of take in, to kind of step in here. Yeah, what up? Yeah, I saw your text.
Yeah, it's because Alex called me and
Yeah, I saw your text. I saw it.
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing that now. All right, man.
Okay.
All right, I see you.
Well, I can tell you right now from what I'm seeing is on the stream, and like the banner with the promo code is still covering up over half of it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right, man. All right, see you. All right, bye. All right, so still getting a bearish reaction here, chat. I'm just waiting for this to probably build out some kind of higher low as I'm adjusting this. So just be patient with me here. As I adjust this. You're approaching 27,000, 26,965, guys. Crate with Lil Ray Ray. So that's why I didn't want to just automatically get long. Right off the kind of like on that break because you needed more confirmation. We're right back down to below 27,000, guys. You gotta love it. Look at the sell-off here. Getting close to the bottom of the ORB low, 26,965. Yeah, no, I'm not in a trade, guys. Right? So I'm not in a trade. You just had a retracement and then you got... So we'll see what happens here. Still inside the ORB 15-minute chart. Getting a reaction off the bottom of the range. I've already done that, Fine Peak. Thanks for the technical oh, man. Oh boy. All right, so let's see what happens here, guys. 26,965 held up. Hey, good morning. So you're looking to see if you can get more continuation here back outside of the range. We're gonna find out. It's 10:04. This is a new 1 hour candle. You got basically 15-minute 1 hour chart looks cray, long wick, top and the bottom, and then now you got the expansion here, right back up. So let's see if this kind of holds and we get more upside. 4 hour chart. Yeah, I know. I mean, now that could be something that could be pretty promising, right? If they're going to continue this upward momentum. $27,018. You got a bit of a range here, guys, where the last time we were down here right at the open, we did have a bounce from this level. You had like a bearish pin bar, and then you had expansion up. So is that gonna continue here? That's the question. Meaning that we get some kind of expansion right back to the upside. A+ setup for me, maybe. So I think it's smart to be a little patient here. The bulls need us back, in my opinion, above the 14 EMA chat, 27,030. That would be more confirmation for me that they're willing to go higher. So we'll see how it plays out. Gonna be patient here. Fine Peak, hey, I appreciate the kind words. I don't think I'm the best at all, to be honest. So got things I got to work on myself, guys. So but I definitely try. Let's see if we can get this. Someone throw a can of paint on that car behind you. Wow, what? You're gonna get a timeout for that, Jay Wilson. You're gonna be the first timeout of the day, sir. That is actually a nice Warbucks wrap on the car. So we're gonna give you a minute timeout for the rude comment there, not understanding that that's actually art. Come on, man. All right, so right now we're kind of getting some kind of reaction off of these lows. $15-minute chart. It's trying to push here. $27,022. You would just love to see a candle close above the 14, guys. That would be more convincing for me, to be honest. Come on, D. Send Trump a text so that he can hit the market to make a move. Yeah. Well, you got to be smart. Got to be patient. That's it, because we are hanging out inside of the range, guys. So that 15-minute candle that we were able to capitalize on the long, right? You had the expansion higher, and then you had a pullback. So now we're kind of hanging out in the middle. Got to be patient. A 1-hour chart, previous candle had a battle between the bulls and the bears. Small candle body as well. So while we wait, chat, 865-234-2255. We went through some voicemails yesterday. Pretty interesting. So if you haven't already, check out the Jerome hotline, guys. Leave a voicemail with your questions. We're going to scan through those and try to pick the best ones. Jerome is going to answer those on stream. Make no mistake about it. We the people, this is going to be so bad. He's probably not wrong, because we know that there's going to be some cray with Lil Ray Ray. Jerome's afro, guys, it looks a little distressed, if I may say. So 865-234-2255. That's the number you're able to call. Ask some questions. Whatever's on your mind, he may have an answer for you. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the right answer, but don't be shy. You gotta love it. In my case, you gotta hate it. Oh man. All right, so could be getting some action here. Can Jerome dunk? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe I'm hating, but probably not. Somebody said, "Put our hiking boots on. We're going up." Okay, all right. I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, the 1 hour candle, you got a lower high, or sorry, yeah, a higher low off of 26,965, and then you got a reaction right back up again, right? So that is bullish. Not gonna lie, guys. You like that bottom wick. Can we get back above 28? That's the question, right? 14 EMA. Kind of curl back up to the upside. Looking to the left, you see a lot of support down here. There's a lot of support. Having a hard time though holding these EMAs so far, chat. Back in the range. I know. Yeah, guys, we're getting a bit of a chop here. Right? So we're kind of... Yesterday, we had a little move, and then you basically had some chop, obviously going into lunchtime. Today, it feels like it's a little strange because the 4 hour chart looks like it's building up for a push, in all honesty, to the upside. You got a nice bottom wick. 1 hour chart as well. Nice bottom wick put in. So is that enough to kind of catapult us to new highs? That's the question, right? Break above 27,000, like 28 level, and then take off. So that's what needs to happen, in my opinion, on a lower time frame. You just start seeing it kind of rapidly expand. And nada. One, what's my thoughts on Alpha Futures prop? So, sir, are they part of the team that the BDH works with, onlypropfirms.com? Are they one of the prop firms listed? The best trade is not a trade, I know. Because right now we're just we're building out for something, chat. You got to be patient, right? We're still inside the 15-minute ORB range. That's just what it is. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's the truth. Was reading a post, guys, as we kind of wait for this to build out. So was a little, you know, we'll kind of see what's behind this. I got to get with PW and the marketing team, but we don't know. We'll find out. But you had basically AJ here. He said this is AJ, the CEO of Lucid Trading, guys. So I guess he's going to some kind of conference. But it says almost backed out of this because I was supposed to be traveling, but I always said I'd move heaven and earth to do some content with DMONEY. Who is he referring to, guys? Who is he talking about? Is there another DMONEY out there? Or is he talking about me? We're going to find out, Chad. We got to verify that. We don't know. Maybe there's another DMONEY in space that we haven't heard about. But we'll find out. We'll get back to you. Don't you worry. Because we know AJ's been here a couple times, and that would be pretty cool to have him back here at the BDH. Make no mistake about it. Daryl, yeah, maybe. Who knows? But he used DMONEY in the name, so we'll maybe I'll shoot AJ. Maybe we'll shoot AJ a DM and try to get him here at the BDH. Hey, that's all. All right. Somebody said it looks like we're building out some bearish, like for a bear flag. We don't know. Right, you see Laura, you see 27,029. We just can't get back above it, guys. We need to hold it. 5-minute chart, we need to hold above that level, in my opinion. So we're just kind of stuck in a range. Something's kind of building up here, it feels like. Maybe a bazooka candle. Until then, it's smart to be patient, chat. and kind of let it do its thing, let the market do its thing, and then we'll try to join the momentum. All right, there's 27,023. All right, it's starting to build up here. Current 15-minute candle, you got about 5 minutes left. Small bottom wick. All right, so 10:30 chat, we got the natural gas storage numbers that are gonna print, right? So that's coming up in less than 5 minutes here. It is not red folder. I'm aware that chat is actually it's not red folder, right? So, but it is some news that's coming out here as well. So at 10:30. We going long. If we can get momentum above these highs, it would be more intriguing, right? Above these highs on a 5-minute chart. ORB range is about 104 points. So roughly, chat. And you got this news getting ready to come out here at 10:30, so I mean, that looks good on the 1-hour chart for more upside, possibly. All right, 2 minutes, 20 seconds, chat. We're getting ready. We got this news coming out. We'll let it come out, and maybe is that going to be a catalyst for some directional movement? We're going to find out. It's smart at this point to wait for it to get released. We're less than 2 minutes. Right back down. So, oh man. So it's funny, chat, because if you want to technically kind of map out, it's probably easier to do that so people can kind of understand like what's happening. You almost just want to map out this range. That's it. Map it out. And then kind of wait for momentum. 56-point range we're kind of stuck in. What's the news? Natural gas storage. PW donated 100,000 CRC money to troll rocket scooter. Ah, that's funny. Why did you skip one candle? Because that's basically, I mean, you can map that out, but you're looking at 7 points. That's not gonna really, you know what I mean? So if I take the box off and you see like over the last few candles, you just basically map out, just mapping out where we've been over the last few candles. That's all. Because it's close enough, right? It's close enough for me to kind of get a gauge on what's going on. So this candle right here, chat, a lot of times you will get, this is a news release. So you'll get like this indecision candle, wick top and a bottom, and then you'll get, obviously this is a news release candle. So is that enough to kind of get us above this 30 area? Because clearly we've slowed down a whole lot, waiting for something, right? The market's building up for something here, chat. And it's, you know, is it frustrating? A little, because you see that 1 hour chart and you know it looks bullish. That crazy bottom wick. So you're leaning towards, I'm still leaning towards longs here, guys, because of the higher time frame, right? The 4 hour and the 1 hour is super bullish with those crazy bottom wicks. Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks better than the 1 hour, in my opinion, for an expansion here, guys, to the upside. So right now, the long would be kind of like the move, and then the stop would be back below, chat, 27,020. For the longs here. Because if they get back to 27,020, you would be almost anticipating a deeper pullback. So you almost just want to, you're looking at this like, hey, do you give it 20 points and let it ride here? I think so, chat. Give the longs, you know, basically your stop would be back below 27,012, guys. And you're letting this thing ride to the upside. $15 points. Just a whole bunch of back and forth action, guys, on this 1 hour chart. Feel free to take profit whenever you want, guys. You're up almost 15 points. You're getting a bit of a pullback, just back and forth seesaw action here. Right, so a bit choppy, but you want follow through here and probably gonna get stopped now. And there's the kind of like reaction here, guys. So we'll see what happens here. Trying to play around with the zoom. All right, there's over 15 points, guys, on the trade. Take TP is all that's over 15 points. TP is up here, 27,000 towards 100 level. There's over 20 points, guys. Feel free to take profit. Because you get kind of like a whipsaw, some whipsaw action here. Drop a W in the chat if you took the longs. It's still going, guys. Still in the trade I'm holding. Playing around with the zoom on this screen here. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, so yeah, on that trade, guys, I literally said take profit whenever you want it, right? So you got up to 27,060, up over 15 points. And you had a bit of a pullback, so saw a lot of W's in the chat. You're just not getting follow through here. You didn't get basically the continuation up towards that 27,068 level, chat. The account screen is up. Let's see where we're at here. $840, guys. So the account's green. We'll have to wait for the next setup. But definitely some weird price action. Because we're not getting follow through. The 1 hour chart looked promising. All right, because you had a nice bottom wick, but now it's kind of retracing. You're getting some seesaw action back and forth. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We got over 5,100 people tuned into the show, guys. I appreciate the support. Don't take it for granted. Hey D, how many contracts do you normally trade with on a 50K account? I know it depends on the setup. Yeah, typically between 1 and 2 contracts, depending on the setup. That's the thing, right? 1 to 2 contracts. You don't have a lot of room to you don't have a lot of room for error. Most prop firms, you're gonna get $2,000 roughly of drawdown. If you're trading with a daily loss limit prop or account, right? So you're gonna get $1,000 typically, right? So maybe 1,200 depending on the prop. So you don't have a lot of room. So between 1 and 2. I mean, it's just back to 27,006 and then right back up. So this is feels like a bazooka's coming. One to too many. Yeah, 1 to too many. Exactly. Yeah, 1 to too many contracts, guys. Yeah. So see the push right back up here, chat. That 5-minute candle closure is bullish. Nice bottom wick off the 14 and 200. I mean, you can't. That's significant, to be honest. Where you like that momentum here, guys. Maybe for another attempt to kind of get back above 69. Pretty bullish previous 5-minute candle. Current 15-minute candle looks bullish as well. No bottom wick though, but we've had a retracement on the lower time frame. So you would anticipate that we could be trying to pop these highs above 60. 27,060. Head up to 68. Just kind of funny that we're not getting like the continuation move where you're able to hold it for an extended amount of time for a ton of points, right? You get like these 15, 20 point kind of moves, and then retracement. So still inside of the ORB. And I think probably smart to be mindful that there is a ton of time left on the current 4-hour candle, over 3 hours, chat. So the move could come to the upside pretty drastically, but there's a ton of time left for it to happen. So that has to be in the back of your mind. So you had a pop here, retracement, kind of formed out some structure, support, push back up, retracement to the EMA. And then the expansion now could be back towards 68 or higher, chat. 5-minute chart. Break 60, you're looking pretty quickly. Obviously 68, chat. Slow grind up. Yeah, that's what it feels like here. So look out for the momentum that's starting to kind of build. Wait for 1 hour candle to close. Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, that's going to give you more clarification for sure. Right? You're getting pretty close to it closing. You got less than 11 minutes. I mean, it got 10 minutes, 50 seconds on the 1 hour candle, but a lot of times you'll get a push. So the way that it kind of works is that you'll get pushes in one direction, guys. A lot of times going into that last 10 minutes, you will get the continuation that's been kind of stalling. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if we pop up here to 68 before this candle closes, because we've been kind of stalling out the whole 1 hour, the whole right over the last 15-20 minutes. We've had a lot of stalling. All right, so this is that 10:50 time, guys. Last 10 minutes of the hourly candle. So do they bring this thing back down, back inside of the box, or do they expand this higher? You got the 14 EMA sitting at 27,030. And like I said, if you're able to get, you know, that now this is a bullish kind of like formation, guys. You're looking out for 68. Could get tapped here. Bottom wick put in pretty quickly. 5-minute chart. First 1 minute of the candle kind of forming out. And you could be expecting a pop potentially up here towards 27,068. 15-minute candle looks like it has some momentum in it as well. Trying to push to the upside, guys. Been stalling, and then finally an expansion up. How do you draw that yellow line? Yeah, you use the rectangle tool on TradingView. It's under shapes. So if you go to the left-hand side of your screen, you'll have brushes, arrows, shapes. You go to shapes and use the rectangle. And then you can change it to be transparent, basically. That's all I did. All right, there it is, guys. There's your expansion to the upside, 27,065. Look out for 68 tap. There it is, 27,070. So if you took the long there, congrats, guys. Drop a W in the chat. You got to love it. So there's your expansion finally towards that ORB high, right? So now the question is going to be, we don't know if, you know, going into the hourly candle closure, is that it for right now, or we just get some rapid continuation? Somebody said, is that a 15-minute ORB? Yeah, that's the ORB. 15-minute ORB high, right? 27,000, right at 68 ORB high. And you got more upside here to 73. Just taking a while to kind of build up, guys. The count screen's up 1,035 at the moment, right? About 5 minutes left for this 1 hour candle. You would think that the actual, we know that we had a crazy bottom wick. It's kind of funny how NQ works, chat. You'll get like the last 5 minutes of the candle, we'll get the momentum to kind of step in. Make no mistake about it. Everybody's probably frustrated at that point because they've been waiting for the expansion. And then, we'll wait for the last 5 minutes. We'll make you wait for it. $27,136. That's your initial yesterday's daily candle high. Could be an area of interest. they're really going to push this thing going into the candle closure on the 1 hour chart, chat. D-Money, I told you that you were paying for lunch. Oh, man. Yep, there's 91. 15-minute chart looks like a bazooka candle, chat, if I ever seen one. No bottom wick. Just straight expansion up. Very funny that that's the last 15-minute candle. You gotta love it. Beware the triple top. Just be cautious if you're trying to jump in. See fish. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be cautious. You're also seeing that we've had a retracement already, though, and we're able to kind of build out some bullish momentum on the way up. You had the high put in. He's referring to, you know, these highs up here that's been sitting here, and we had a rejection back down. However, we've already had as we expand higher towards that 136 area, right? 27,005 or 105. We've already had the high put in up here, 102.75, guys. Had a nice pullback towards the EMAs. Some bullish structure. Now we can't sit here and paint a facade like it's been super like straightforward to the moon action. We know that we've had, you know, breakouts and then retracements before going higher. So we've had quite a few retracements is my point, chat. So a lot of times when that happens, you'll finally get the move. We know that we're getting close to a 1 hour candle closing out. You got a minute 30 seconds left. It was able to put in a high above the previous candle's high. And you're currently hanging out about 26 points above the ORB high of today. For today, right? That 27,068 level. Where are you waiting for the pullback? So if you didn't, I mean, I called out multiple longs that both played out, right? I called out multiple trades that played out, but I mean, ideally you would want some kind of higher low put in, right? If you didn't join any of those longs, if you didn't get the breakout above 60 for this new push, this most recent push to the upside, you would hope for some kind of pullback, maybe towards the ORB high, 27,068, and then you get some kind of continuation up, but you might not get that. This is the 11 o'clock candle, chat, a new 1 hour candle that just opened up, and you're curious to see if it's able to push through that previous candle's high immediately at open, because a lot of times if that happens, unfortunately you will get a pullback, right? If it busts through that previous candle high, and it just did, right? So there it is. There's the high put in, 27,110. So now the question is going to be, do we get a pullback or do we head straight up to that 137, chat? And at 27,137, that's not a random number, guys. That's yesterday's daily candles high. Look at the daily candle. Look at the daily candle, guys. Look at the bottom wick. Crazy bottom wick on the current daily candle, telling you that there's a lot of bullish momentum. You had a deep retracement down. Of roughly 224 points, and now you're getting the expansion. We're at the top of the 30-minute ORB. Yeah, if you trade, like, I don't map out the 30-minute. Everybody's different, so I'm not here to knock your, ORB's opening ranges or opening ranges, right? So I map out the 5 and 15. Everybody's different. So yeah, but I mean, in your case, if you're saying like, the 30-minute opening range was 930, this candle here, then we're hanging out right at the top of it, right? You are correct in that sense. But I honestly don't map it out. Let me grab a water real quick, guys. I overtraded, broke some rules, but I'm still in profit. Thank you, DMONEY and fam, for the lives and love. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. It happens, unfortunately, right? So good thing you're still in profit, though. Definitely happens. Won't be the last time. I hate to say that. It's always weird with trading, chat. You know what you're supposed to do a lot of times, and some, you just get caught in the heat of the moment, whatever it is, and you don't do it. So it takes a lot of discipline. As price, it's kind of hanging out 27,106. If you map out the last time we were up here, we did have some clearly some rejection of the level, chat, right? Looking to the left. So that's where this arrow is. We had some rejection. So that's why the daily levels, chat, they're always gonna, there could be some, you can see it clearer as well on the 30-minute chart. Last time we were up here, basically right at 4 o'clock yesterday, we had some reaction. And we know that we had Tesla earnings yesterday, chat, as well, right? Because I kind of hung around until like 4:05. You had Tesla earnings yesterday after the market closed in normal hours. So getting a bit of a hesitation. But we were still able to put in a higher high and a higher low so far. 5-minute chart. So that's the question. Do the bulls have enough momentum to take us up here to that 27,136 level. We know we had a lot of kind of back and forth action. The last kind of the 1 hour candle that just closed, at the end of the candle, it had a crazy push to the upside, but it was choppy on the way up. The previous candle at 9 o'clock, we know that had a lot of back and forth action, including the market open at 9:30, right? You got the long wick top and the bottom as well. So a lot of top and bottom wicks, previous 1 hour candles. Almost 2,000 likes. Yeah, do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Got to keep the streak alive of 2,000 plus likes on the stream, guys. Let's see where we're at. $1,900 likes, chat. Do me a solid. We got 4,800 people tuned into the show. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Called out multiple trades, winning trades today. And if you're a bull, you want some kind of pullback. You would love a pullback here. Maybe towards this 68 level, form out some kind of higher low, and then it spin back to the upside. Because, you know, you got to think about it. You got no top, you got no bottom wick, very small bottom wick on the 1 hour chart, chat. And we've already put in a higher high compared to the previous candle's high. So somebody said don't lose your bottom side on this. Is not worth trading. I mean, I think it's worth it if you get a decent retracement down before trying to join longs. I wouldn't be looking to get long, to be honest, chat, up here without a retracement now, right? I've called out multiple. I called out a long already. The best long was getting back above these previous highs at 27,060 and riding it up for momentum. So now you want, like I said, probably a retracement down scenario, and then you expand higher. That's just my personal opinion, because right now, if you get long, where's your stop going to be? Right at 27,067 or 70 area, the ORB high. All right, there's 27,124. They're pushing. The bulls are back in town. $137 coming up. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it, right? It feels like it, chat. Definitely feels like it is wanting that level. I'm gonna walk away with my little $800 Devin. Hey, $800 is not chump change. I mean, I know that's, you know, social media has kind of has lost some sensitivity toward, right? You go on social media, maybe you've lost some sensitivity towards it, meaning that the value of it, but there's a lot of people out there that don't make $800 in a day, so make no mistake about it. Got to be aware of that. There's 27,130 chat area, so it is getting very close to the daily candle high from yesterday. Getting very close. Please perform a wellness check on Big Brawley. Big Brawley, man. No, I will. Big Brawley's. I would have to say that Big Brawley's probably doing okay. DMONEY cannot be unbanned from commenting, please, on my account, Playboy Rich. I don't think I ever did anything wrong. You don't think, or you you don't. You don't think, or you can't recall. You've lost. It's been so long that you can't recall, Richard. So I'm not gonna unban you, man, because I don't think I banned you. So probably PW or Ginger or Denny or somebody banned you in the chat for something. But I can't. There's no way for me to go back and look at your history on that username, sir. But we appreciate the $10 tip, but it looks like you're back. I would just say make sure that you're keeping it kosher. But I honestly don't know why you were banned, to be honest with you. Somebody said free Richard. Make a poll. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that though, chat. The only reason why is because I can tell you like this: if PW banned him, I'm not gonna be the one to unban him. Like, why would I? Right? So that's not. I'm not gonna do that. So he's back under another user ID. So he's back. So it's I would just say make sure whatever you did, try to remember, because obviously you got banned for something. Record highs, yeah. Looks like it wants it, but I mean, we just had an attempt, 27,132.75. We got pretty close to that daily candle high from yesterday. Slow grind to the upside, chat. We're in the midst of it. We've had 7 green candles in a row, 5-minute chart. So yeah, this is a time to be smart and be patient if you are, like I said, a bull. Because if you didn't catch that breakout that I called out above getting close to that 27,056 and trying to ride this up, then it would be smart for you to wait for a pullback. Invis, why wouldn't you? Because I can't check. That's what I'm telling you, Invis. Why wouldn't you at least check and try to help instead of rejecting him kind of crazy, for real? Invis, so I literally just said that if there's a way for me to, like, I don't have a way for me to go in and check his history. Like, how am I going to check his history? He's been banned from the stream. So like you're trying to make it seem like I'm brushing the guy off. I'm not brushing him off. But if I'm literally saying that I did not ban him myself, then who else banned him, right? Because that's not my. I don't have the right. Like at the end of the day, PW is the boss, and if PW banned him, I'm not gonna unban him because clearly he did something or said something that PW thought would warrant him to be banned, right? I mean, like how am I blowing him off? I'm not blowing him off. And you know, so like I'm just being honest. You don't have to like the answer, but I'm being honest, right? Like it's just like somebody going to your job and your boss made a decision on something, and you know they're asking you to reverse it, right? Like I don't obviously PW streams. He's the boss. He owns the BDH. And if he decided to ban somebody, chat, I'm not the person that's gonna go in and unban them. Like how does that make sense? Like how am I gonna override what a decision that PW made? That makes zero sense. And I don't have the ability to go in and actually check to see you know, to pull up his history and all that stuff. So that's just what it is, man. Somebody saying ban his new account too. Yeah, I don't, you know, like I said, I would just, whatever you did, I mean, I'll put it like this, chat. I get a lot of DMs and things from people that they say something. PW talks about that all the time as well. They say something and then you get banned, and then all of a sudden they think about it and they're like, oh, well, wait a second. Like, you know, they want to come back. All right, so there's and I'm not saying that's the case. Who knows? So, all right, so there's the tap of 27,136, chat. Daily candle high from yesterday just got tapped. Right, so if you look at the daily chart, we just breached that previous daily candle's high. You got a bullish pin bar, pretty strong bullish pin bar forming current daily candle. Time for the crazy to start happening. Oh yeah, it's already happening apparently. Denny, yeah, new all-time high. Yep, another new all-time high. So a lot of times when that happens, chat, you do get some kind of reaction back to opposite direction. In this case, since we're bullish, do we get a bearish reaction, or do we? You would love a retracement though, right? I mean, if you're a bull. This is the eighth, basically eighth green candle in a row, chat. So we're due for some kind of pullback. Doesn't mean it has to happen right now. We know that NQ does what it wants. Could keep going, but we've had 8 bullish candles in a row here on the 5-minute chart. So a lot of bullish momentum in the market, kind of stepping in. Ginger, can you take down his info to see if there's a, yeah, with PW, Richard. So Richard, Ginger's gonna take down your info. She'll check with PW on that and see if there's something, you know, if there's a way to kind of pull up your history under. So he's saying his old account, yeah, like Ginger will look at it for you, man, and see if there's anything. So, yeah, guys, I'm all about free Richard. If Richard didn't do anything that warranted him to get banned, right? So it's easy to say free Richard with now, but what did he? You know, I'm just curious. You know, if it was a mistake, it was a mistake, right? I mean, and we'll see. Now we want to know what he did. Yeah, I know, right? What happens if he's guilty? It's gonna stay the way that it is. Yeah, Diddy said he stays bad. LOL. Yeah, I mean that's just what it is, chat. We don't, you know, because sometimes, like, I'll be honest, like sometimes I might not catch something that somebody says that's rude or, you know, it's like disrespectful or whatever, or PW. I'm sure it's the same way because you have people in the chat that are monitoring comments, and a lot of times there's things that are being said, or, you know, maybe you get banned for. You're spreading, you know, you're basically, you know, like we know for a fact that there's people that come to the stream on their first day just to kind of spread hate, etc. So, you know, who knows the scenario? We'll look into it. All right, so 27,137 chat. You're above the ORB, well above the ORB high, right? This is working on the 9th candle in a row here. From a bullish standpoint, 5-minute chart, and this has been a grind. Got the 14 EMA sitting at 27,085. So ideally, you would want some kind of pullback towards that EMA. Sometimes they do act as magnets chat, where you get a retracement back to the EMA and then you get that continuation up. So that would be ideal, right? Some kind of pushback down here, higher low, and then we take back off to the upside. Somebody said send us a video to the apology. Send us a link to the apology video. Oh man, chat's undefeated. More upside. Every retracement right now is getting bought right back up, chat. 5-minute chart. That's been the play. These bottom wicks are being put in, and then it is taking off back to the upside. Nine straight 5-minute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, chat. This is, if you're new to trading, what would DMONEY do? Wait for a pullback. And I know some people don't want to hear it, but that's the truth. Sala, what up, DMONEY? Hey, what's up? How are you? Just getting a rapid expansion here, guys. You gotta love it. Oh man. All right. Richard, Richard, sir, Richard, we got you, buddy. We understand. we're gonna do some homework, and we're gonna see what happened, Richard. So we understand, sir. We got the message. You don't have to keep dropping the tips there. We understand. If it was a mistake, then we'll try to rectify it, sir. Oh man, why does it even matter at this point? You clearly are already here and spending money. Oh, wait. Yeah. I guess he's saying he can't comment. I guess he can comment when he tips, I guess, but he can't comment on the stream. So Big Brawley, man, is on the Rocket Scooter stream saying you're handsome. Oh man, this guy Big Brawley. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, chat. Somebody said he commented. Oh man. All right, let's do the weather forecast while we kind of wait for hopeful for some kind of retracement here, guys, before expansion higher. So your weather forecast for Thursday, 23rd, Fort Lauderdale. I must say that it was definitely cloudy this morning when I left, guys. It's still cloudy right now. Current temp 73 degrees. The high today is going to be 76. The low overnight was 70. Light rain is forecasted for the next hour, chat. So that's a womp. And it looks like at 1 o'clock, it will start to, the rain will be gone, and it'll be just cloudy for the rest of the day. So not a great weather forecast for the day, gotta be honest. It could always be worse though. I mean, that's how you got to think about it, but that's your weather forecast for Thursday, brought to you by the BDH and DMONEY. You gotta love it. Oh man, chat's undefeated, man. Richard, so Ginger said to send her an email and she'll see what she can do. g@onlypropfirms.com. So that's your answer, man. So send Ginger an email and she'll look into it. Where do you think the retracement should be at to consider a longs again? I would love a retracement to the 14 EMA if it plays. So that's where 95 possibly. We got our first bearish candle at the 9 green candles. So You never know though, because sometimes you'll just get these small little pullbacks and then you get rapid expansion higher. So let's see how this plays, chat. But that was a new all-time high. Got to be mindful, 27,149.75, chat. I'm gonna buy D-Money a free Richard t-shirt to wear at the BDH. Oh man. Just got a DM from Victor, chat. Said second eval passed, D-Money, and I'm up 500 on my first funded account today. Thanks to your advice these past few months. God bless you, brother. Hey, appreciate the kind words, but you did all the work, so congrats to you. Shout out to Victor. You gotta love it. More expansion right back up, chat. This is not they do not want so that's it. This is at the moment is shaping out to be one of those shallow pullback kind of sessions, right? Where you get a shallow pullback and then you get expansion right back up. So there's a new high. You're getting these 10-point pullbacks and then expansion. And this is the funny thing is this is shaping up to be a bullish engulfing candle so far in the 5-minute chart. You got about a minute, 40 seconds left. Sammy boy, D-Money, I'm taking a $10,000 payout today. Thanks for everything. Hey, Sammy, you did all the work. I don't take credit for that, but I'm happy for you. Congrats. It's always good to hear, chat, that you guys are bagging these payouts, so I'm happy to hear it. The unscripted films, D-Money, D, because of you, I made 20,000. Wow. Congrats. Great with Lil Ray Ray. All right, this 5-minute candle is going to close out, chat. Bullish engulfing candle, make no mistake about it. Right off the, but it's funny because we're right at this opening range, daily candle range high, 27,136. So question's gonna be, are we just kind of ranging here to get a flush McGush down, or is this really gonna continue higher? So a little bit of a tough spot here, chat, but the bull stepped right back in, gave you a bullish engulfing candle right off the, basically right off the high that was put in at the high that was put in yesterday at 136. It's always frustrating when I write FOMO into this. Yeah, I know. I honestly want more of a pullback, chat. That's just me, but I love that we had the bullish engulfing candle there, but that could be a trap to kind of trap some people. 1 hour chart, no bottom wick as well, right? No bottom wick at all. So as we wait, what's on the horizon today? Well, we got some games set up here, guys. NBA playoffs are on and popping. Make no mistake about it. So if you're a Knicks fan or a Hawks fan, you guys are playing tonight, 7 o'clock. Looks like that series is tied 1-1. I mean, if I would have to kind of lean towards the Knicks possibly winning that series, but we'll find out. You got Cleveland and Raptors, guys. Not looking good for Toronto, obviously. Cleveland's up 2-0, so they still won on the road, and that series is probably going to be a wrap. And then you got the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. Now that series is, I'm excited about that series, Chad, not going to lie. Right, it's tied 1-1. I feel like Ant, he needs to kind of assert himself, and we'll see what happens there. So Lakers play tomorrow night. Make no mistake about it. So I think the game that I'm most interested in, guys, is the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Comes on tonight at 9:30. When is Clayton Clark playing? Did I see Devin Booker's comments after last night's game? Thoughts? Yeah. I mean, who knows, man. D-Money, I'm not going to lie. Being a part of this community, being here chilling with you, PW, in the chat have made my trading a lot more fun. It's definitely lonely when your friends and fam don't trade. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. I talk about that all the time. You got to have a place where you can kind of rock out. And so we appreciate the kind words. Somebody said bearish engulfing candle, 5-minute chart. Well, you got 14 seconds left. It's not a bearish engulfing candle for me though. That's not. It needs to. It would have covered the entire, including the wicks. That's for me is a bearish engulfing, right? I include the wicks. Some people don't, but I include the wicks. But yeah, it's definitely it's not looking like I said. Was this bullish engulfing candle up here a trap because we put in a new all-time high? And then you get some kind of retracement. Mitwa, can you give a shout out to my brother Ace? Hey Ace, what up? What up to Ace? Gotta love it. Can it flush to 26,850? It's anything's possible. Oh man, I know PW laughs when I reply like that, guys, but like I'm just being honest because it is right. Anything's possible in the market. I mean, the question now is, what's a deep enough retracement for the market to want to head higher? That's the question. 15-minute chart. It's a nasty looking candle, wick top and the bottom currently at the moment, right off the yesterday's daily candle high. So that's not convincing for me to want to join the party all the way up here, chat. So that's just my 2 cents. Kind of sideways checkerboard, you know, sideways action right now. Clearly. And remember yesterday, chat, we had this going into lunchtime yesterday. We had a lot of consolidation. So that could be the case now after we've had a pretty decent run to the upside, because if you map out from the ORB low at not 26,965 to the high put in, we're up about 100, almost 191 points roughly, chat. So I mean, is that enough for kind of like, will that equal kind of like a range bound market for a little bit until the market kind of picks up momentum? It could. Some people chat, they short right after you get like a rejection off of these daily like candle levels, because they know that it's like, okay, well, we've had a lot of upside, so maybe a retracement's due. Doesn't mean that that's the right move, but I know for a fact a lot of people short. They take shorts because I see them in the chat all the time. They're like, oh, it's time to go short right off that daily candle level. DMONEY, I just passed my eval. Is any daily limit in PA for what prop? You got to be a little bit more specific there. What prop are you? Congrats on passing eval, but what prop are you referring to? You get a bit of a kind of back and forth seesaw action here, chat. 27,136 is the area to kind of keep an eye on. If we melt through that, you know, kind of fall through the floor, you get back below 120. You got the 14 EMA sitting at 106. Apex, yeah. So Apex does have. So you're obviously on a new account. So if you're on the end of day drawdown account, there it is. There's the pullback, chat, kind of happening now. So shorts here, you would think that we at least tap 27,105, the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. You would like to think that that area could get tapped. If you're on the 50K end of day drawdown account, you do have a 50% consistency rule in the funded account. So shorts here down to at least 104, guys, or lower is in play here, chat. There it is. There's a tap of the EMA. And if we lose at 14, you're looking at 95, chat. Probably pretty quickly to the downside. A lot of bearish momentum right now, kind of picking up in the market. All right, there's 100 level. And you're looking at this low here, 27,000, like 93.75, right? For them to possibly swipe. How'd you get the 95? Just because you saw the rejection, pretty clean rejection off of the 14, the daily candle level up here. There it is. There it is, guys. There's 89. Who took the, drop a W in the chat if you took the short. You gotta love it. That's 27,087, chat. Right back down. Basically saw a pretty clean rejection off of and it's still going. There's 27,082. So pretty clean rejection off of 27,136. Previous 5-minute candle. You like the rejection there. We know that we didn't have an EMA tap, and you were looking for where that arrow is, chat. You wanted to see, right? There was a nice clean rejection off of it, and then you would at least be targeting 100. If they broke that, then you're looking to the left. Pretty nice pullback there. 5-minute candle, about a 40-point range. Longs here. So see, so this is the thing. I need to see the bulls be a little bit more convincing now, like to want to take us back higher for me to be interested in a long, right? Because keep in mind, the 1-hour chart now, look how the 1-hour chart looks. So it's hard to want to get long when that 1-hour chart is starting to sell off to the downside, right? That long top wick. So maybe we form some kind of higher low on the 5-minute chart, which would be probably a little bit more convincing. And then we start popping previous candles highs for a potential for more continuation up. That's how I would play that, to be honest. Counts up now, $1,335, guys. So we're just taking what we can get here. You gotta love it. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button, chat. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Looks like we're sitting at 2,100 likes. I got to get to 2,500 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We're out here trying to make a little money. Called out multiple trades that I took. We've had a hesitation. We knew that the more green candles in a row, chat, the higher probability chance that you're going to get some kind of retracement down. And we're finally getting that, right? We're getting a retracement down. So now you're kind of waiting. You got to be patient if you're a bull. You want to see if we can put in some higher lows and then push right back up. So you're getting pretty close to the ORB breakout area, 27,068. So you want to see if there's a reaction possibly at this level because we're so close to it. So it makes sense where you will be kind of eyeing to see if there's some kind of higher low being put in, and then we expand back to the upside. See if the bulls are ready to step back in to the market, take us higher. You don't like the short D-Money? It all depends on, I mean, I just took a quick short. right? It all depends on the market. Right now we're in a bullish market. So what I would say right now is I wouldn't get married to shorts until we, you know, this 1 hour candle looks extremely weak at the moment, right? And if you guys notice what we kind of talked through, you saw looking to the left, we were able to put in a higher high. We swiped these highs basically, right? Now it's kind of, everything gets a little bit more clear as you get deeper into these higher time frame candles. As we got only 8 minutes left on this current 1 hour candle, we were able to swipe the previous candle's high sitting up here on the 22nd at 4 o'clock. Swipe that high, put in a new high, a new all-time high, 27,155.75, and then you got the pullback. So now you're looking to see if this bearish momentum kind of takes over, but you know that the higher time frame, like the daily candle, right? All of a sudden that daily candle that was looking super strong, guys, it's still bullish, but it's hanging on by a thread to stay bullish. And you got a exhaustion wick at the top as well, right? So it just kind of tells you that there's some, you know, momentum is kind of drying up a little bit in one direction. In this case, the upside momentum is kind of drying up a little bit. Need to be cautious of that. And then you try to join the momentum wherever it is, right? But I mean, clearly during this time on the lower time frame, we saw price looking extremely bullish on the higher time frame. So that's why you had the bullish mindset, right? Because you start seeing like basically it was looking like a bullish pin bar on the 4 hour and 1 hour chart. So during this time, right, I'm talking about 950, 945 area. Now we're getting a bit of a sell-off. Lunch hour, they'll save the pop for 2 p.m. Dre, maybe, maybe. Yeah, I saw that question. Ginger just dropped the link in the chat for onlypropfirms.com. You can compare prop firms if you want to know who has the cheapest 25K account right now. More downside stepping in, chat. 27,063. We just lost the opening range candles high. And we are currently back inside of the ORB at the moment. Still got time left on the current 1 hour candle. This is why it's important, chat, to be patient and wait for those pullbacks if you're trying to get long. Because if you're longing up here, I mean, that is, you know, you definitely got stopped out. You know, I don't know what your risk tolerance is, but it's probably a good guess to say that you got stopped out. Because if you're still holding now, I mean, good luck with that, right? Because it's already, that's a 76 point drop from that 136 level. What's for lunch? I'm not sure. Drop some suggestions in the chat. Probably smart to let this candle close out, chat, because it's a nasty 1 hour candle. Need to be smart here. Let this 1 hour candle close. Let's see how it closes. You got 4 minutes left, and you want to see how it closes out. So what's some suggestions, chat, for lunch? What's the recommendations? Olive Garden? Yeah, that won't be happening. Steak and eggs. Yeah, quite the reversal there. You like that? You like the bull stepping back in here, chat, pretty aggressively. You do like that. You like to see that. Pretty aggressive retrace, push right back up off of in the middle of these EMAs 5-minute chart. You just had about a 40-point candle that just printed. You gotta love it. Popped the previous candle's high as well. One-hour candle still doesn't look too hot though. But you do like that retracement back up. That push right back up. If you're a bull. Because you want to start seeing, you know, the question's going to be now, is this some kind of high or low that's being formed on the 5-minute chart? Oxtails, fish tacos. From where? You got to drop the spot. You can't just say fish tacos without giving a recommendation for a restaurant to go to for the fish tacos. T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. We don't have time for that for lunch, but that does sound pretty appetizing, not gonna lie. That sounds like a heavy lunch. Where are you located? We're in South Florida. Oh, man. Waffle House. Permonte's Brothers, get yourself a pizza and a sandwich. Yeah, they got one. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Nobu? There's no Nobu close by. You got one in South Beach, though. Been there. There's a Nobu in Lantana? Really? I'm not aware of that. I'm only aware of the one in South Beach. You sure that's the real, you sure that's the same Nobu? I don't think that's the same. Maybe. I don't want to say it isn't. I'm not, you know. All right. New 1 hour candle, chat. Just opened up. The previous candle closed. Indecision candle. I mean, long wick, top and the bottom. Doesn't look too hot. Rejected previous daily candles high. And you need to be patient to kind of get more information, I do feel. You can fly to my place for great African spicy food. Anyway, Big B is also invited. Oh, man. So you're inviting Big Brawley? Is that what am I reading that correctly? You're also inviting Big Brawley? Yeah, we're gonna give you a timeout for trying to invite D-Money somewhere, and then you're also inviting Big Brawley as well to join the party. So sounds a little strange to me. We're gonna give you a 1 minute timeout. D-Money wants no part of that, so. You gotta love it. D-Money, what's your greatest regret in your entire life? Be honest with us. That's a good question. I would probably say biggest regret right now, that my entire life. So I've always wanted to trade, chat. I've been trading for over 10 years and all of that stuff. Is probably taking a leap of faith earlier on, because, you know, obviously I was, what I mean by that, chat, is that, you know, rocking out for 10 years, there's going to be ups and downs, and, you know, but what I came to realize is that you have to believe in yourself more than anything. So you're going to have people, outside noise is what I like to say, on your journey. And a lot of times maybe you'll put things on pause, or you'll hear people all the time. They'll be like, oh, I took a year off from trading and I came back. It's like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But the reality is that it doesn't matter what it is, chat. I would just tell you to take action, right? If you're convicted on something, take action. You know, if something's in your heart that you want to pursue, take action on it, and don't put it off. Because a lot of times you can delay what's really meant for you because you put it off, right? Maybe you're hesitant because outside noise, you got family members, you got whatever it is, chat, right? You got people that are, oh, like, you know, you got a good job, so why would you look for anything else, etc. So, and I know people that are they want to pursue something, chat, but they're so scared of failing that they will not put it in motion. They would rather, you know, stay comfortable and just to avoid the potential, chat, right? Because it doesn't mean you're going to fail, but they would, just to avoid the potential of failing, they will not put it in motion. So they're kind of stuck in this like battle internally with themselves with that. So, and you know, I'll just give you an example. You know, I know somebody that, like, they want to start a kind of like a beauty thing, right, where they do like nails and lashes or whatever the case may be, and they're like, oh, I'm afraid to fail. It's like, well, there's always going to be a possibility of failing. As we lose 27,068, chat, we're starting to kind of roll over back to the downside. Got 13 seconds left on this current 5-minute candle. So that is not what you want to see if you're a bull. 1 hour candle now looks super heavy, chat. This is a new candle that opened up about 5 minutes ago. It's looking super heavy to the downside. One candle just closed below the 14 and 50 EMA. So that's not what you want to see if you're a bull. One single candle, guys, was able to flush those two EMAs. So yeah, I know somebody that actually, they want to do like a beauty company, like brows and nails and all that stuff, but they're afraid to get it started. So right now they're working for somebody in that same industry, chat, but they don't want to start their own. So, and I hate to say it, but a lot of times that's the case because people are scared to fail. So they never pursue what's in their heart. So that would be like the biggest thing for me, is that I did retail management for over 15 years, chat. But on the same side of that coin, I'm a believer that everything happens for a reason and it happens in due time. So maybe that, for me, from a trading standpoint and all that, and now streaming, you know, the timing wasn't right. So who knows, right? Like you gotta, like, walk by faith and not by sight. That's my saying, chat. And that's not always easy to do because you could be kind of You're looking at the negatives and not the potential of the positives. And that's anything in life. Oh, I could fail. The business could collapse, etc. I'm not 47, sir. You're going to get a timeout for trying to add years to D-Money's age. So you got a 1 minute timeout for trying to add years to D-Money's age. D-Money's not 47, chat. Cray cray with Lil Ray Ray. D-Money, come to the barbecue. We got big brawly sausages on the grill. Spy Sniper JG, we're gonna say your full username because we want you to enjoy the timeout. So there you go. You got a 5 minute timeout for trying to get D-Money to enjoy some big brawly sausages off the grill. That won't be happening. So you got a 5 minute timeout for trying to violate D-Money. Oh man. Do me a solid if you haven't already, chat. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. Trying to make a little money. Console over $1,300. If this is your first time rocking out on the stream, we leverage prop firms to trade. We get that question all the time, so I'm leveraging prop firms, using their capital to make capital. Why not? So right now you got Apex currently 90% off using the code PW. You gotta love it. You don't like, somebody said they don't like rejection off this high. Well, if you're a bull, you don't like the rejection. I mean, you would have to kind of think this through and just think that the bears are currently in control at the moment. That's how you got to look at it, because we lost these levels, 27,000 like 100. We lost that level. Pretty strong bearish candle, right? Previous 5 minute candle was pretty strong. Was able to drop through 2 EMAs in a single candle. So if we lose the momentum here, then 27,000 level would be an area of interest, because that's a 200 EMA on the 5 minute chart. And you do kind of see how the bulls are having a hard time at the moment. So 1 hour candle looks heavy. 30 minute candles right at the 14 EMA. So just need to be a little cautious, chat, that right now we are having a bit of a, you had the highs put in. The bulls were probably anticipating that this would be a higher low, and then we rapidly expand back to the upside. And then you get that drastic candle to the downside, right? That candle that opened up at 12 o'clock. D-Money, do you have a course for your strategies? Not at the moment. Could be a possibility in the future. Remember Intel earnings tonight. $1,000 earnings tonight. 100 club tonight. Okay. Yeah, I see Intel is scheduled for 4 o'clock, right? So we don't know if that's gonna be, is that, you know, that exact time. We saw that with Tesla yesterday. There was some confusion on the time. They had it listed at 4:05. Did it happen later or earlier? But yeah, Intel is scheduled for 4 o'clock today. Make no mistake about it. Push right back up. Pop the previous 5-minute candles high, sitting at 27,075. Kind of funny that it's going to be another day. I mean, you still got some time left on this candle. This is a 30-minute chart, chat. You got a nice bottom wick. Had a bullish reaction so far off of the 14 EMA. You can clearly see that 27,040. But the question's going to be, will the uptrend with momentum continue? Because you wanted this to be a higher low. It wasn't. We just put in a lower low. And then push right back up inside of the, right back above the ORB. So bulls definitely want this, in my opinion, back above 27,100, chat. That would be like a clearer indication that we could be headed back towards that 135 level, 135 level. If we're able to pop these previous highs up here, basically take out this whole bearish candle that got us below 27,040, 45. So you'll want to see like a reclaim of 27,100, wipe out that whole candle, and then rapidly expand back to the upside. If we're going to reject off of this level, this could be an area that we start to kind of see that weakness step into the market. If you're a bear, you're looking to see if there's weakness here and continuation back lower. About 15 minutes left before lunchtime here, guys. We know that previous 15-minute candle is bearish. Long wick at the bottom of the candle. What I will say, I mean, we were able to capitalize on some pretty decent moves. Took a while for the momentum to kind of step in, but you are watching now to see if there's some weakness. And basically, I guess the best way to explain it would be something like this. You're looking to see if the bulls have enough momentum to pop these highs that are highlighted, or do we sell back off to the downside from here? That's the question. Mike Baker, selective seeing is crazy. What are you referring to, sir? Not gonna see every comment in the chat. What did you drop that I needed to see? You gotta love it, man. Appreciate the tip though, but what did you drop something that we needed to see? It's always funny, chat, because you get like some people that they get upset when you miss their comment or question. I've said that multiple times. I'm not perfect, chat. I do try to kind of interact as much with the chat as possible. But if I miss your question, it's not intentional. But I would keep an eye out here for, like I said, if we can't get back above 100 level, chat, you're looking for more downside on a retracement. Am I on Instagram? Yeah. So Demarius trades in Q. You can pull me up. Also on X, same thing. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. D-Money, I'm up 2,200 on 2 lucid accounts, locking out now. Thanks, you're the best. Hey, congrats. Yeah, I mean, price is kind of slowing down a little bit here, chat. You got the, looks like a higher, lower high at the moment. You got some highs up here, lower high. Will it hold? So this is like a make or break area, in my opinion, because the bulls are trying some kind of recovery. Clearly on the 5-minute chart, they're trying to attempt, and I think if they're able to break that 100, then look out for more upside. That's how you got to play it. Just got to be patient and see how these candles form. Bro, what's the water temperature these days in South Florida at the beach? Too cold or warming up? Nah, it's starting to warm up, to be honest. All right, so a bit of a hard time rejection here, chat. If you're aggressive on a short, your stop is above 93 and you're targeting lower lows on a pretty aggressive short, right? Because you saw the rejection. The more passive short, to be honest, would be waiting for this 5-minute candle to close bearish and then trying to join the party to the downside, right? Back towards 44. So you got a couple options there for if you're short buys, chat. Don't say D-Money didn't tell you. All right, so you had a rejection from 83 down to 67. You can kind of see how you got a lower high set up. Done for the day, lock myself out, so going to touch some grass, have a good lunch. D-Money going to be choppy. Yeah, I do feel like that. But I mean, it's right now, I mean, like I said, chat, you can play it one or two ways. You got the rejection. You got about a minute, 50 seconds left, current 5-minute candle. You can wait for this candle to close out. I saw some people took the short. Who took the short from 83, guys? If you took the short from 83, you had about a 16-point short there right off the EMA. Saw the rejection kind of forming, lower high. But now you got to be patient. You got to be smart. Because see the bottom wick, you're getting a reaction right off that ORB level. So look at the push right back up, chat. So that's why you had two options there. You could be a little aggressive, take the quit short, or wait for the candle to close out. And now you don't want to short this, right? You would be foolish to want to short now because you got a bullish pin bar kind of forming. So you got to love that. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Price just was able to put in a higher high compared to the last two 5-minute candles. Gotta love that. Getting some fireworks going into this 12:30 candle closure, 30-minute chart. So, all right, so keep in mind that 100 level, this was the level that I was kind of saying, chat, earlier, that you would want to see it kind of get taken out if you're a bull. And you like, this is so, because that would pretty much confirm, this is a pretty clean V-shaped recovery that's happening to the upside. There it is, 27,102. So you're in the midst of a V-shaped recovery, it seems, back to the upside. If it continues, where would the target be? You would have to look at 27,136 because that's this level up here that we rejected off of. So in theory, you would expect us, if the momentum is going to continue, that we head towards the 136 level. Three-point reversal on 15. Oh, man. Right back down, having a hard time at the moment. So that rejection wick is probably trapping a lot of people that were pretty aggressive. They didn't wait for the candle to close out 5-minute chart. They just kind of got willy-nilly, chat, and took the long and didn't wait. $56 seconds left on this candle. Having a bit of a hard time. Long top wick. Do they flush it at the end, going into the close of the candle to the downside? Keep in mind, I did say, chat, this is the area that needs to get taken out with momentum for the bulls to, in my opinion, resume the party. So I would say keep an eye out on this level. That's above 100 for bulls. If you can't get back above it, could be we're either going to chop or get more downside momentum to step into the market. So if you haven't already, guys, we're gonna get ready and call it here. Be back at 2 o'clock. Do me a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Prepare to add to the short. Yeah, it's not looking too great, but who knows how it's gonna play out here. Gave you the levels though that I personally would be looking at. Sherry D Gooden. Thank you, DMONEY, for teaching and showing us your patience. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. D, do you like teaching people? Yeah, I don't mind it when it comes to trading, for sure. So I do my best, guys. I'm not perfect. Got things I got to work on as well, just like the next person. So make no mistake about it. But we'll be back, guys, 2 o'clock. Don't you worry. We will be back. On the way out, hit the like button if you're not subscribed. You know what to do. We'll see what we got this afternoon, chat. So another stream coming to the channel near you. Make no mistake about it. As our price pushes back up above 27,104. So I'm going to call it here, chat. Going to grab some lunch here, and I'll be back 2 o'clock. So trade safe. Until then, I'm gone.
Patrick in his life, because I can give you some color on that too, but it's always got to be, pushing for polish almost, right? Because there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of streamers, there's a lot of prompt firm comparison websites, there's a million different reasons for people to go elsewhere. So we have to 1000% always be improving, right? Always getting better. And now that's not just applicable to the two of you, that's applicable to me as well. I sit in the exact same seat you guys do. Patrick will come through one day and be like, hey, the banners look ugly. And then I gotta spend a million years pushing on how we make the banners better, right? And that's constant stuff. Hey, the Warbucks website sucks. New website, and then same thing. I gotta figure out the capabilities of either improving myself or, pushing Ian to be better or pushing the other content creators to be better who make stuff for us. So if we're not improving, then we're gonna get passed by, because that's unfortunately, this space is so freaking competitive. And I hear this from not just like us, right, and the affiliates. I hear that from the prop firms as well. Like the prop firms are feeling it. More companies, the margins start to shrink. The amount of margins that shrink, that means the firms are making less money. And if the firms make less money, then the affiliates make less money, right? So it's all that is to say, like, in order to dominate, shit's gotta always get better. And good, Denny, you said this the other day, so I'm gonna rip on you for a second, but you said, is it good enough? Two worst words to put together and to tell Patrick, right? Because good enough does not mean it's good, and it does not mean it's enough, right?
Yeah.
So best always. That's the reason I'm in my seat. That's the reason the two of you are in your seat, is because Patrick believes in us to deliver the best always, right? He wants the best marketing communications manager. He wants the best stream partner. He wants the best whatever the fuck I do. He wants all those things to be the best. He wants to assemble the best team, and he expects that. And this, just to give you guys some idea on this goes all the way back to Patrick's dad. Patrick's dad would always worry about his truck when he was showing up to the roofing things. And Patrick always be like, why do you care? And he goes, the only thing that I've got is my name and what people think about me. And that is how I'm able to sustain my business. That's ingrained into Patrick. That's why the cars look the way they do. That's why he buys the cars, so that people look at him and they instantly think, wow, he's got money. Wow, look at how crazy the graphics are on that. He must be doing something, right? So immediately, without ever even talking to Patrick, you automatically think he's successful and he's a little bit crazy, which that's what he wants, because that means more people are going to tune in, right? So
Still live.
We're still live?
Hold on. Thought it should have been over. Hold on 1 second, bro.
Oh God. Is that what Ginger just said?
Yeah, it's gone.